Welcome to the K. Willis Positive Vibes Podcast. K. Willis Positive Vibes Talk Show on 1580 thepraise.com, a Go Chip communication station. And I have the amazing, come on now, Evangelist Alisha Fuller. Evangelist Alisha Fuller is a licensed professional mental health counselor in Ohio and Illinois, multi-state, come on now, a powerful life advocate, consultant, coach, author, and entrepreneur. Raised on the South Side. Come on now, Chicago. We know how those sides go. She's from the South Side. Alicia brings a deep understanding of struggle, perseverance, and faith. Her personal testimony, paired with her professional background, gives her a unique voice in both ministry and mental health advocacy. Girl, I'm going to read. Come on now. Sorry about that, y'all. Mispronounced it. But with over 20 years of service in the kingdom of God and consistent writing of poetry and devotions since 2007, Alisha speaks to the heart and those walking through life's valleys. Her debut book, Awareness of God, reveals how God's presence guided her through trauma, isolation, and life-altering decisions. The Holy Spirit has instructed her to use her voice to inspire others on their spiritual journeys, reminding them that they are never alone. Thank you so much, Alisha. Come on now. Thank God for good people. Amen. Thank God for people, places, and circumstances.
Yes.
Come on now. So let me give you guys a little background. So I met Miss Alisha. We were at an event. Okay. And we just started talking. We connected. I bought her book. She bought my book. I bought some shirts for my... Actually, I bought a shirt. I'm going to say correct. She gifted me a shirt for my brother. You remember that?
Amen.
Yep,
I do.
sure did.
I did.
I bought a shirt for my niece. So I was like, this is so cute. So she has a lot of positive, I'm all about positive, this is positive vibes. So she has a lot of shirts that's encouraging, uplifting, that you want to, be a part of. Matter of fact, tell the audience some of the encouraging messages that you have on your shirts. So they can know. Yes.
Okay. That's what you want to start off with.
Yeah, I want to start, since we going over the shirts, let's go ahead, because she has a fabulous one on today. It's listener, humble, boss, kind, godly, all woman, peaceful, nurturing, everything. And
that's all of woman.
Yes.
So that's the t-shirt that I have on today. It's called All of Woman, and it means authentic, loving, and lasting. Okay. Another shirt that you were talking about is called Loving the Skin I'm In. And so all of my shirts are inspirational and empowering for men and women, as well as children too. Yes. Yes.
It's all in the family.
It's all in the family.
So when you get it, it's for the mom, the dad, the kids.
Yes.
What does this say? It's encouraging on the shirt. How did you come up with that?
Since
we in the shirts.
Let's roll with it. Let's roll with it.
We got she multi-talented. This is multi-talent over here.
Oh, God. You know what? How did I come up with it? It started with the line 2007. You were talking about I've been writing poetry, and so I started writing poetry and putting them on products. By the time 2009 came, I had one shirt called Yes, yielding essentially to the Savior. And then the Lord shared with me that the name of this business will be called Lines of Creations.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, okay, what is that? And so he gave me this vision of a vine. And he said, you would be just like Mary. Mary held Jesus in her belly. And he gave us this life to have lines of creations, because God is a God who creates. He's given us that ability as well. And so I didn't know what all of that meant, to be honest. I was just writing. And so when he gave me the vision about Yes, then it was Loving the Skin I'm In. And I said, okay, wait a minute, I think I'm on to something. And so it just has been producing from there. Maybe about 9 to 10 shirts, different designs. All a Woman has about 4 to 5 different designs. And so that's Lines of Creations. He has given me various lines of creation. So when you introduced me earlier, that's really what that is. God has blessed me with the lines of creations. And guess what? I take them.
Yes.
I welcome him. I'm grateful to them, and I'm not afraid to use what he's given me. And these are the gifts that he has given me to use. And so it's been a blessing, from t-shirts to programs to conferences to books. That's what the poetry started doing, and that's what the devotion has led me to today, to be with you.
Come on now.
So yeah.
Come on. So wait a minute. You said we got the books. We just gonna go ahead and get you guys in the beginning. So your first book, and I briefly talked about it. Let's go ahead and
my first book.
Yes.
A Journey Through the Valley. So A Journey Through the Valley, that was the kickoff. 2007, started writing some poetry, and I didn't know why I was writing the poetry. So September 2007, woke up one morning, some words were rhyming, I wrote it down. The next day, I had more, and I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening right here, but I'm writing. And I told my girlfriend, I said, okay, this is like prophetic. There's some things happening. And so September, I believe it's the 7th, I talk about it in my book, A Journey Through the Valley. And the Lord said to me, he said, you will write every day for the remaining of this year. And I said, okay, right? Like, okay, I don't know what none of this is, but okay. And so to make a long story short, I was literally writing like 3 pieces a day. And by the time December of 2007 came, I had over 100 pieces.
Wow.
Not only did I have over 100 pieces, but there was death in my family and friends over, I am not kidding you, over maybe 10 people from November the 9th on my birthday. That was the first death.
Wow.
To December. And so within that time, there were so many deaths. Me and my family had to split. We had to literally split up the days or who was going to the funerals, because some of the funerals were on the same day. And what I learned a few years later was that the Lord allowed me to write to get me through the grief.
That's good.
And I didn't know that. Wow. And so when the Lord shared with me, take these messages and we'll call them A Journey Through the Valley. And so the book, A Journey Through the Valley, literally it took me 10 years after that to create the book. It has reflections in it. It has, there's a piece in A Journey Through the Valley that's called, What Did He See? And the Lord shared with me this dialogue between me and God. Wow. And it was so, oh my God, it was so prophetic. He was telling me about what the enemy sees in you, and that's why he's after you. Wow. So it's this dialogue, what did he see? You know, and so maybe at the end, I brought that book with me as well.
Okay,
we can read What Did He See? So people can be encouraged about what does God see, right? What does God make us to be? And this is what the enemy is afraid of. Right. And so, you know, when I started getting reviews from this book, A Journey Through the Valley, didn't know. People were like, wait a minute, this got me through grief. You know, the reflection questions I have in there. The Lord had me to add reflection questions and journals for them to write in. Now, nobody likes to write in the book. Let me be clear. Right. They're like, I'm not writing in this book, right? But I told them, reflect on it. Don't just read the poetry. Reflect on what God is saying, so this thing is hidden in your heart, so you can learn to get through this valley and be the best person you can be. So that's the journey through the valley.
Come on, Journey Through the Valley.
That's the journey through the valley.
It's
a journey. Do you understand?
And God walked you through it, like
walked
you
me
said.
through that journey, and through grief. And the added part to the book was I started sending my friends the poetry. And they start saying, please don't send me this. And I said, well, what do you mean? And they said, first of all, it's all in my business. It's talking about me. Ooh. So that's what I learned through it. And I said, okay, this is something else. Yes. And the Lord was like, oh no, this is the prophetic word that's going forth to people so their lives can be changed. And so when my girlfriend started telling me that, I was like, oh, that's what this is, right? And so when you find that out, you must handle it with care. And so now I start seeing it. I said, okay, God, let me handle this with care. Let me have an understanding that when these words are going out of my mouth for real, that they shall not return void. So I start understanding what God was doing. My gifts were being built, and I was growing in who I was spiritually. So A Journey Through the Valley got me through that. Let me see God in a whole different way. And it's real. It's real.
So like you said, it's a prophetic word.
It's a prophetic word.
You all in my business.
You all in my
isn't that
business.
how it is at church too?
Yes,
you
it
like
is.
the pastor in my business. The pastor in my business. Because I know Pastor Mike be in my business. I'd be like, come on now.
Yes,
So
yes.
yes, when you got that word,
Yes.
evangelist.
Yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
And it's like you are my business, but it's actually good that because God, He speaks through us in all different ways. So God used you to speak to us. Come on now.
Yes, He did.
And it's the obedience for me. Because if you wasn't obedient, you wouldn't be able to help everyone out.
Absolutely.
So that's a journey as well. And it's a journey we all have to take. We got to be obedient. You know what I'm saying? Like when we met, we was obedient.
Yes.
We connected. You know what I'm saying? We stayed in contact.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and I was
ma'am.
like, I need this amazing woman on my show. And you said when your schedule freed up, what you say? You gonna contact me.
That's right.
And that's what happened.
That's
so
what
thank you for that. Yes.
No, I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely.
You know, this is not a small thing for me.
Yes.
This is you sharing your space with me.
Yes.
This is us believing God for a
Absolutely.
word to those individuals that will
Yes.
listen, right?
Yes.
And so I don't take that for granted. It's
Oh,
like I
thank
want to
you.
respect this space and make sure that we both give the audience what it
Absolutely.
is that God desires for them to hear.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So no, but thank you.
Yes.
Because you're an amazing person, doing amazing. I just be hyping. I love it. I love it. Cause she is. And this is the
Thank
thing.
you.
This is how I am. And I always say it. I like to give people their flowers. I don't know. I post all the time. Give you your flowers now. Because guess what? One day we all on a lease. I gotta tell people all the time. We on a lease.
Yeah.
We don't know where. What was I saying in the beginning of the interview? My friend, daughter unfortunately passed away untimely.
Yes.
In her 20s, not even 30. Come on now. We all on a lease. And God forgive us to be so selfish, to think that we going to keep on going. No, we don't know what God going to do. You see what I'm saying? So that when you get the opportunity to meet somebody and you can bless somebody and you can invite and we can get, because guess what? I tell people all the time, I do like tea. Sometimes I do, I ain't gonna lie. But I want to talk about good things that's uplifting. Because people be like all the time, like, you know you could blow up if I'm not doing Wendy Williams. God bless Wendy Williams. But that's not what I'm doing. When people go on my page and when I'm off this earth and my grandkids, they gonna be like, man, my grandmother was on here. So that's why I need people like you to help. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yes, absolutely.
That's what we need. We need a voice that never fails, awareness of God. Because we need people to know, come on now, what you say earlier, what did he see?
What did
That's
he see?
what we need. That's what we need.
What did he see?
Yes, what did he see?
Don't help me on here emotional. I'm just going to let you know. I'm going to give your audience a disclaimer right now. Okay? Because this kind of conversation turns me on when we talking about Jesus up in here.
Because that's what it is.
And what he's done.
And that's what it is.
You know,
yes, and
so
that's
yeah.
what I want.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like that's to me all that matters. And I tell people I'm a private person. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to be on Facebook like, oh, such and such. Or, you know, I'll post this. Look, I'll post our picture later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going, oh, yeah, I'm up. Oh, y'all see me on live? Like, I'm not that type of person. But when I talk about the Lord,
yes.
I don't know how many times I'm post. I'm going to tell y'all my business about the Lord.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you when he checked me. I'm going to tell you when he get me together. I'm going to tell you all of this. Girl. So, yes. yes. But since I mentioned a voice that never fails, awareness of God, I told you soon I read the back of this book. Honey, I post this about God. I had to post this.
Yes.
I appreciate your transparency in saying everything. Like how God changed your life. Because I feel as if some people think if they smoked or they can't come to God like you can. And I think it's challenging because I think a lot of people feel as if when you in the Word, you perfect. So they want to nitpick everything you do.
Absolutely.
And then they act as if like you just not the only perfect person that walked was Jesus.
Yes.
So it was a journey.
Journey.
Come on now.
You better come on, journey. It was a journey to get here.
It was a journey.
It was a journey. It was a
to
journey.
get here.
It was
and
a
being from
journey.
Chicago.
Yes.
And I'm from Cleveland. So you already know what we got. I think people don't understand. When you from big cities,
Absolutely.
it's a challenge. And then for you to get out and then to listen to God and come to a journey again to Columbus, Ohio.
See, because you know the story.
Come on,
right?
Yes.
You know the story.
Yes.
You know
so
the
let's
story.
Go ahead and tap into that.
Yeah,
Let's go
that's
right there.
I'm telling you, it's
Yes.
it's emotional
Come
because
on.
I hear what you're saying
Yes.
and you're feeding back and giving me what God has said,
Come
right?
on now.
And you and I personal conversations.
Yes.
But the real deal is that's the awareness part.
Yes.
Like having an awareness of God and building a relationship with him and learning his voice, right? That's what
Yes.
you said earlier from my
Yes.
book, He Still Speaks.
He still
and
speaks.
so I'm thinking about 2007 and now we're in 2025. That's
Yes.
18 years, right? He still speaks.
He still speaks.
Okay? I have no doubt that God doesn't walk with me.
Come on now.
I know that he's with me.
Yes.
So the whole story about coming from Chicago to Columbus, Alisha, prepare. That's what I heard him say.
Yes.
2022, prepare. And I didn't really understand what he meant. The transparency of it was when COVID hit. I was a private business owner, my own private practice with someone else. Her and I shared that space, and we weren't getting as many people in. At first, we were. COVID hit, and we had a lot of folk, but a lot of it was pro bono as well.
Okay.
Because we always said we were served underprivileged and underinsured individuals.
That's awesome.
So when they came to us, and many insurance companies had them on waiting lists for like 8 months. We're talking mental health on waiting lists for 8 months. We were still taking people. And so we didn't gain a lot of money, but we gained grace with God.
Yes.
And so God blessed us and provided for me. But there were some areas that I knew I couldn't pay. I was behind on bills, behind on rent. And I was like, okay, God, so what am I going to do? Right? And so the Lord allowed me to actually I applied for this grant that they were giving during COVID. And I remember them saying, hey, you got approved. We're going to pay it. But 6 months went by and they had not. And so by this time, I'm in June of 2022. And the Lord said, pack your things. I was an empty nester. I had a very large apartment in Chicago. I had a friend who owned the space, so I knew I wouldn't be homeless. And what I did was I packed. I didn't tell my family, but I was just packing my things, giving things away. And I remember my landlord said, I'm going to be moving shortly. And she said, where are you going? I said, I don't know. And she said, I don't understand. You know I would never kick you out. That's what she said. I said, no problem. But by the time they paid me, they paid her more money than what I actually owed.
Wow.
And I said to her in August of 2022, she said, well, maybe you could stay, right? I said, nope, I got to go. I got to go. And so the Lord said to me that the person you talk to, if they don't respond to you either moving in with them because it's only temporarily, dust your feet off and keep moving.
Okay.
And so the first person who I thought, they actually said, oh, I want you to come, but then they changed their mind. The second person said, oh, we've been waiting on you.
Okay, waiting.
And I said, what do you mean? We've always had a space for you at our house, waiting on you to come. And so from August, this thing was crazy for real, that God was literally directing my path. I moved from my own space, 3-bedroom, huge living room, dining room, to someone's house in a room. All of my things, after I gave things away, fit in their basement. And I said to her, I won't be here long. And the Lord shared with me how much to give them monthly. And she thought it was for the whole time. But the Lord allowed me to bless them. Wow. And I was able to be a blessing. And I was grateful because during the time that he said, okay, you're going to move, I visited Columbus with a friend. I'll wrap it up real short.
Oh, no.
And we're good. We're good. Okay. I apologize. So let me roll on through.
Let me tell you why. Because when God moves, let him move. And Absolutely. I had someone else do that before. I had tears coming down my eyes. I said, I'm glad you took your time. So this is your space. Okay. This is your time. This is about you. So take it.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes.
And so October, I visited Columbus, and my business partner moved back here. So we were still doing business because I'm licensed in Ohio as well as Illinois. And I came here for about 4 or 5 days. And it was like we had this amazing revival retreat in their home. It was ridiculous, crazy. Like the Lord said, pray in the morning the way that you do. I said, okay, God, I'm a little loud, right? I'm in somebody else's space, but they welcomed that.
Yes.
And so we were praying in the morning, continuously connecting with her and her parents, her and her husband. And we just built this. I'm telling you, it was like a retreat.
Wow.
God had designed it.
Yes.
And so her mom asked me, would you consider going to look at an apartment? I was like, what? No. Absolutely not. But I love her.
Yes.
So I went.
And
I
what
love
happened?
her. I went. And so didn't think nothing of it. I went back home. And that was the ending of October. The ending of November, the Lord said, you're going to move to Columbus.
Ooh.
And I said, absolutely not. Like, are you serious? Why would I move to Columbus? And I remember a few days just wrestling with that. But I went online like you told me to do. And I completed that application for that apartment.
Wow.
They held that apartment for me for over a month, literally. And December, I told my family during the holiday, I'm moving to Columbus. They didn't believe me. I moved January the 14th. That's the longest they could hold it. And when I got here, I was grateful because I never wanted to pay that amount of rent. You all heard me say I was behind on rent at some point, but now business is picking up.
Come on.
And so mental health brings in a good income if you do it the way you're supposed to do it. And I remember it picking up, and the Lord had me save money. So when I came in January, I was able to stay off for like 2 or 3 months before I started working. And I saw God's hand orchestrate this to the degree that, I said, okay, I'm here. Okay, I'm here by myself, Lord. I don't know family here. I have that set of friends, that family.
Yes.
My son called me about 3 weeks later. Mom, can I come there with you? I have a 26-year-old. He's 26 now. He was 24 then, getting ready to turn 24. Wow. He came the same week he turned 24. God knows everything we need.
Yes.
Because there were moments that I said, I'm here by myself. And the Lord said, you will not be there by yourself.
Yes.
It was the best decision he could have ever made, where he was in the space he was in life. And I came here, and I'll tell you to the audience, there's some things that I had to complete.
Yes.
And being here allowed me to do it. Like bring up my business again with Lines of Creations. I had closed it down. It's a LLC, all of those things. I've been here 2 years, 2.5 years, started Lines of Creations back up. Started full enterprise back up, providing mental health, providing teaching, started going to churches, just trying to volunteer with the folk, and then started my program, All a Woman, and this is just 2.5 years. Now working for a company that I'm the clinical director, and I provide services to an all men's ministry. Who does that but God?
Nobody but God.
The only woman that was on staff. The only African American woman that was on staff.
It's the first for me.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And so I started saying, this is okay, Columbus.
Yes, come on.
And so I meet beautiful people like you.
Yes.
I've met people, connecting with people. And I just believe that you mentioned the word obedience.
Exactly.
It is obedience that is better than sacrifice. God desires to give us benefits and blessings, but fear stops us.
That's what it does.
Fear stops us. And so my business, Full Enterprise, we help you to get out of those unstuck places. We provide coaching and consultation and teaching to help push you past your fear factors. Because God has not given us a spirit of fear.
Or,
right?
Power.
But he has given us this power. He has given us love, and he has given us a sound mind.
Let's go, sound
right?
mind. Yes.
He has given us a sound mind. And so it's scriptures like that that I am able to couple. One of the things you and I talked about, you asked me, about mental health and spirituality, right? Yes. And so being able to be in a space, even at my job, they're faith-based. Yes. So who gets a chance to go to work and provide mental health and scripture together?
Come on now.
Without ethics coming at us? Yes. Because we do have ethics with our licenses, but the business asks for that.
Come on now.
So if the business asks for it, you give it to them. That's what you do.
Yes, that's what
and so it's been so amazing for me to have this connection, to be open, to be obedient. And let me tell you, it doesn't always feel good.
Come on now.
Right? I have a huge family. You talk about Chicago. Yes. I'm a great aunt.
Come on, great.
For real. I'm a great aunt.
Father.
With a mother that just turned 82 years old.
Come on, 82.
And this has allowed me still, for those who may listen and afraid to leave a place that they've been in their entire life.
Yes.
Right? We put limits on God when we stay in those places.
Yes.
That's what we do. Because again, it's fear, right? And so when I took my hands off limiting him, then doors opened.
Yes.
And doors have continued to open. And so that's been the blessing of this journey. You know, saying yes, coming to Columbus, excited about meeting new people and different people.
Yes.
And what I love about God is he always put me in places that is just me. He sent me to places like that. I've been in spaces in churches, helped build leadership organizations. That's part of who he called me to be. And so I don't have time to walk in fear.
Come on.
He don't even give me a chance. That's what the Holy Spirit does.
Right.
He stirs up the gifts. He says, you need to take this journey.
Come on.
Right? And I say, yes, sir. Because what I've learned in this world, that I am in this world, but I've chosen not to be of this world.
Come on now. Ain't that what he said?
You
That's
got to
the
make
word.
the choice, though.
Yes. It's
right?
a choice.
You got to make the choice.
Yes,
And so, single woman, yes. Son is grown. Yes, I am in Columbus. And the only reason I brought up single woman, because people always ask me, you ain't married. You do all of this. And what do you mean? And I said, you need to have that conversation with God.
Come on now.
Because I bring substance.
Yes. Come on now.
You know, and I'm not afraid.
Yes.
I'm not afraid to have growth opportunities, not failure, right? Just because it don't work don't mean it has to be failure.
Come on now.
It's a growth opportunity. Yes. And when I start living like that, then I stop being afraid and I start saying yes more, and I've been able to complete some tasks that God has given me.
Come on now.
Yeah.
And when the man of God comes, he's going to be able to help you fulfill your, and both, you're going to help each other.
We complement each other.
It's a kingdom.
It's kingdom building.
It's
kingdom building.
Yes.
And that's not my, I'm not saying I won't accept and not open. I'm just saying that's not on my wound
radar.
list.
Yeah. God,
that's not on my wound list. Because some folk walking around here wounded.
Yes.
And that is not on my wound list.
Come on now.
I got work to do.
Yes.
And whoever want to partner with me that God sends, I'm cool with that.
Absolutely.
But until then,
I got work to do.
Yes.
So speaking on the work to do, how can they reach you?
They can reach me on my website, allofwoman.com, www.allofwoman.com, or you can also reach me at Full, Full Enterprise, so fullenterprise.org. You can learn more about me, what I do, my programs, including Lions of Creations, including All a Woman program, and including the consultation and coaching that I also provide.
And then your books.
And then my books, absolutely. Awareness of God, as well as A Journey Through the Valley. Both of them are on a website called Zulon Press. Okay, so XULON press.com. You type in Awareness of God and A Journey Through the Valley, and you'll see a page with both of those. But you can also find my books on Full Enterprise as well. Yep, absolutely. And you can get it on Amazon. But y'all know what happens on Amazon.
Yes,
absolutely. But wherever you want to purchase it, whatever you need to do to get it.
Absolutely. Or in person too.
Or in person, right?
At
a conference for All the Woman Conference. I have All the Woman Conference coming up November the 7th through the 9th.
Yes.
And we will be talking about the lifeline of sisterhood. Thank you all so much. God bless you.
Yes. And if you want to be a sponsor of the show, you can always email me at kwillis, Positive Vibes Talk Show at gmail.com. And this is Kay Willis with the Kay Willis Positive Vibes Talk Show on 1580 thepraise.com, a Gold Chip communication station. Please like, share, and subscribe to the Kay Willis Positive Vibes podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the Kay Willis Positive Vibes podcast. Please order my book, The Principles of Overcoming Life's Obstacles, a 31-day journey to positive living, available on Amazon.com. Until next time, stay positive.